Hi guys, this is Bill from Spencer1984.com with the final update to the Mach Mach Trigger Kit. And as you can see, got it pretty much done at this point. Give it a little turn around so you can see the full 360 of it. And overall, I think it was a decent little kit. It's definitely showing the age of the tooling, some really weird fit, but nothing that ruined any part of the build. Going into it, I really didn't care for the flat interior, but now that it's together and seeing how dark those windows are tinted, I think that it makes less of a difference now than I was afraid it was going to. If anything, replacing the headlights and taillights probably made a bigger difference to the finished look of this. Probably the single biggest improvement I made to the whole kit is one you can't see, and that was adding the cleats to the inside of the body so the upper and lower halves could line up. That made a huge difference and was really helpful for the final assembly here. Now, there was one place that didn't quite turn out the way that I had wanted it to, and that was the dashboard. I had to trim that back quite a bit to clear the glass because that's a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. You can kind of see it with the side windows here, but you can also see how dark the glass is, so it probably doesn't make a huge difference. I also added in some door handles, and the KSS logos there on the door, the stripes here on the side scoops, and the license plates are all my own custom prints. They seem to be what was in the show as opposed to what was on the box art. Got that one up front as well. Now, those Hasegawa headlights do look nice. The marker lights are just painted on. The outlines were cast in place, so I just followed those. And what else? Oh, steering works. You got a very sturdy ratchet there so that you can pose the front wheels whichever way you'd like. Do that if I want to give it a more dramatic look on the shelf. And speaking of display, there's just one more thing that I need to add, and that's the wings. And the way that this is set up is actually pretty nice, because it's got a slot there in the top where you can just drop them in and then put this over top, and there you've got the flight mode. But I can still take the wings off of it if I need to store it or move it or anything. But that's kind of a nice unintended feature that they included with that. And yeah, it's kind of goofy, but it's also neat looking. I kind of like the way that they did this. It very much fits with the giant robot kaiju hunter type aesthetic of the show. And just for the fun of it, I'm going to show off one more comparison here. And that's going to be to my Halloween build from about 5 years ago, the Devil Z. And aside from just showing off how much I like my Datsun Z cars, I thought it was just kind of neat to see the two of them side by side and kind of compare notes on them. If I'm remembering correctly, this Fujimi kit was based on a mid-90s tooling, so about 20 years separates the two of them. And you can definitely see that there were some upgrades over time. Things like the window trim's gotten a lot finer. Some of the proportions are a little bit better, a little bit closer to the true Z car. But overall, I think Imai did a pretty respectable job here. And so, that will be a wrap, not just for this model, but for my last build of 2024. I'm going to be putting together the slideshow for all of the builds that I did this year, and that will be posted next week. So I hope all of you have had a chance to enjoy your holidays so far and are looking forward to a new year. I will be back with a new theme and a new build after my New Year's video, so you can check back then, and thanks for watching.